This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's Jeff Katerina. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. Actually, no, it's not a birthday boy this time. It's a birthday girl. And this girl was one of the greatest lady singles figure skaters of all time, and she was hot. Lots of guys would see her outfits and all that, which was weird. But regardless of what happened, um, she was a legend in Eastern. She won for East Germany 2 gold medals in figure skating, which was pretty impressive because, it's hard to defend a lady singles title. Only Sonia Henny ever did that. But she is an icon. She's now 58 years old. Yeah, right. She's Katerina Witt. So Katerina Witt was born in Stockton, East Germany, just outside West Berlin, which of course, was part of the east side of Berlin. Anyway, her mother was a physiotherapist and her father was a farmer. She went to a school for athletically talented children and would do pretty well. She would train 6 days a week, sometimes for 7 hours a day with 3 hours on compulsory figures. At the 1979 European Championships, her first major competition, she actually finished 14th. However, she was young, and then a couple years later, in 1981, she was actually decent in the short program, third in the long program, and second in the combined free skate. Unfortunately, though, because of her figures, like the stuff you have to do, like the compulsory moves you have to do in figure skating, she didn't do so well. However, she would win silver at the 1982 World Championships. She needed to win the long program to win the gold medal, but unfortunately, she stepped out of jumps, and she couldn't do anything. It cost her. As Elaine Sayak of the U.S. landed 6 triples, and they talked about changing the rules of figure skating. Anyway, compulsory figures was basically her biggest problem, as she had a chance to be on the podium for the World Championships in 1983, but failed. And actually, if she had placed first place in the long program, she would have taken silver plate second to Rosalind Summers of the United States. Regardless, the East German newspaper gave her the Female Athlete of the Year in 1984. Reason being, she won the Olympics in 1984. She took care of Rosalind Summers of the U.S. It was tight. The free skate was huge. Witt landed 3 triple jumps, but it looked like Summers was going to win. Unfortunately, she failed a couple of her jumps, and Witt, by a tenth of a point, won the long program and the gold medal. She was 18 years and 77 days old, one of the youngest figure skating champions ever. So basically, in 1982, at the World Championship, she was only 16. Wow, did not know that. Anyway, Witt would win her first world title in dominant fashion, winning all 3 phases of the competition: free skate, long program, and her compulsory figures. Witt would defend the world title in 1985, looking pretty good. I mean, the short program and the long program helped her out. So anyway, Witt would be upset in 1986 by Debbie Thomas of the United States, as Debbie Thomas that time became the first black figure skater to win a major championship, a world championship. All that. There were rumors that Witt at the 86 World Championships was going to retire. But after losing the World Championship to Thomas, she decided to fight on and won her 3rd world title in 1987. The problem was that Thomas's short program was not that good, and, Katerina Witt looked pretty good and all of that. Thomas made some critical mistakes. So in 1988, she was going to battle Debbie Thomas for the gold medal at the Olympics in Calgary. The Battle of the Carmens, because each women actually elected to skate the long program to Carmen, the opera music. They held the top two spots after the compulsory figures and short program. And then it's the long program. Witt went first and landed 4 triple jumps and downgraded her triple loop jump to a double loop. Thomas needed to do well in the long program. But unfortunately, Thomas had 5 triple jumps planned and missed 3 of them, which left the door open for Witt to win. However, surprisingly, Elizabeth Manley of Canada came out of freaking nowhere, won the long program, did well, and struck silver for Canada. It wasn't gold, but whatever. But Witt retained her Olympic title based on her overall scores. And Witt became only the second woman after Sonja Henie, the legendary Norwegian figure skater of the 20s and 30s, to defend her Olympic title successfully. They said that if Manley had not lost to second place in the short program to Debbie Thomas, Manley would have snuck in and won the gold medal. Anyway, she was the most beautiful face of socialism, they called her. So Witt would end her amateur career with her 4th world title in 1988. It was lost her long program, but she did sneak in ahead of Debbie Thomas and Elizabeth Manley. So anyway, Witt would actually start a professional career, rare for East German athletes because of the whole communist bloc thing. She would be in a figure skating program alongside Brian Boitano. All that. She was on the film Carmen on Ice, 1989, and got an Emmy Award nomination. Yeah, Emmy role. She won the Emmy. She was not really a good professional, all that, but it didn't matter. So in '94, when the Olympics decided to allow professionals like Katerina Witt to come back and compete in the Olympics, she made a comeback and all of that. She would be in a fight for the German Olympic team, the unified German team, and finished second in the German championships, which means she got to go to the Olympics. So it was her and Soshenko who represented Germany at the Olympics. Witt would take 7th place. It was a decent short program. But anyway. She knew she couldn't win any medal, but she drew last to compete. And it was a peace message for the people of Sarajevo and all that. It was an emotional, moving performance and all that. Witt's taste in figure skating costumes sometimes caused debate. At the '83 European Championships, she skated her Mozart short program in knee breeches instead of a skirt. Her blue skirtless, feather-trimmed costume for a short program was too theatrical and sexy. And then basically made the Katerina rule, meaning female skaters had to wear more modest clothing, and skirts were required to cover the buttocks and crotch. But anyway, she was actually on Jerry Maguire, that movie, and then one episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. She actually posed nude for Playboy in 1998, and it was the second ever sold-out issue of the magazine. The first was the inaugural one, but man, can't believe it. Only the second sold-out issue ever. Kind of weird. Anyway. So anyway, Witt do a lot of things, Eastern things and all that. So yeah, she won 2 Olympic gold medals in '84 and '88. She won 4 world championships, '84, '85, '87, and '88. 6 straight European titles. She won Skate Canada in 1984. So anyway, Katerina Witt made a lot of men's heads turn towards figure skating. Kind of not in the right way, but it works anyway, doesn't it? Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond to do